I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
It's truly frightening.
This is
Gives you a home.
oh man, I got this. Big love for me too, man. Yeah.
Anything like that? I watch Animal Planet all the fucking time.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Three Corners of Horror, live here on Horror Fiend TV. I am Joe, the psychologist. The other corner will join us shortly, but welcome back, Lexi. It's been a bit. How you feeling? You feeling better?
I am good. Yes, it's been a wild 2026. I feel rough start, but I'm glad to be back. It's been a little while, and I've missed you guys. And this was a quirky, squid-tastic movie to talk about.
All right. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of legs to it. What's up, the villain? Welcome back.
Hey, yeah, I'll tell you what, this movie did not make me hungry at all. I mean, I lost a couple appetites here watching this movie a little bit, but you know, it's one of those things we'll talk about. It's definitely a refresher as far as horror comedy.
And of course, my beer brother, Ricky. How you doing?
What up, my brother from another mother? I'm doing good. Excited to talk about this film. I remember first going to the theater when this shit came out. I'm a big Michael Rooker fan, and when I saw he was in this film, and this was right after Dawn of the Dead, because James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead, and this is the movie he wrote next, and this was his directorial debut. And I was already a fan. So, and you could tell where his style originated from off the bat when it comes to this film right here.
Oh, for sure, and especially you started seeing the other people are going to be appearing. In the
Yeah.
rest of
He
his
already started
movies.
getting his collection of favorite actors and actresses.
But but actually, before we jump right into the movie, let's say hello.
Hello, Mrs. Tara Wilson. What's up?
Hi.
Hey, Mrs.
Thanks for
Wilson.
tuning in. Appreciate that. Always a pleasure. What up, Adam? How you doing, bro? Good evening, everybody. That's from my pal Adam. And
Hi,
hello,
Mom.
Mrs. Rose. Mama Rose. Hope everyone had a blessed Easter. As soon as I grabbed her name, my headphones fell, so it threw me off. I said, Mrs.
Well, are you gonna bring Mama Rose to see the Mummy, Lexi?
I should. Yeah.
You should. Yeah, because we got our tickets. We already got our tickets.
I still have to get the ticket. It was still malfunctioning, so I'll try again later tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, because whenever you try, if it has the malfunction and then the seat, it locks the seat. So
Yeah,
you gotta
I
wait,
did.
and you gotta wait for it. But then the other thing I did check, I was gonna go try to see Faces of Death because I know that released, and it's limited release.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I kind of, the
It ain't
times
playing,
that
Joe? It ain't playing?
man,
I haven't checked over here. I was sick,
it's
man,
playing
so
by
I wasn't even looking at it.
It's playing by me, but it's just the times that
I gotta look. I gotta look.
If it would have been a little bit earlier, I would have done it. But it's literally like one show is at 5 and the other one is like at 9, and I think we've done 4 o'clock movie. I don't know about doing a 9 o'clock movie. I like to be home at that point and watching a movie at home. And then on top of that, I finished One Piece, and so we won't talk about it right now, but definitely looking forward to talking on that one. And The Boys new season premiered. Also, I don't know if they dropped more than one episode the way they did with Invincible.
I did not even realize that shit came out, bro. I'll be honest, I didn't like the last season how it ended, and I lost all interest, man. I'll be honest.
Well, and I've been trying to avoid especially the news, because there's some
I got spoiled already, so.
Oh yeah, everybody's talking about some spoiler about it, so I'm trying to avoid it. JR, you watched The Boys, right?
I watched The Boys.
Now, just to reiterate, Mom, it's the Mummy. Like it's not the one you're thinking of where Brandon Fraser and the girl is coming back. This is a completely different The Mummy. Just an FYI, but both are coming out.
Yeah,
they even had that in the marketing. This is not. Oh no, it said Brendan Fraser is not, and Lee Cronin's the Mummy.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's
yes,
awesome.
it's official.
Yeah.
There's an official poster that actually has that tagline on it, bro.
Well,
Because
and
too many people were confused.
They have been, and it's hard. That's another thing. If you have regular TV on, they have been throwing different trailers for it. Like I have seen it. Like I was watching, marathon of Friends, and they just kept on putting it on in there. But so if you watch regular TV, careful because they are putting in a lot, and it's like I would say it's about 3 to 4 different of them. So they're not even all the same. It'll start and you won't even realize it's a trailer for that one. So yeah, excited. I think we're going next Sunday to see that one. Which that's not what we're reviewing next week. We'll talk about that after that. Anything else you guys have seen that oh, and one more thing.
How can you forget something? I'll go right after you.
And I was gonna watch it today before so I could talk about it with you guys. Then it turned out that the movie's 2 hours and 14 minutes. I said I'll watch that another time. But Primate War on Hulu. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh,
you saw it already?
The animated movie?
No. It's with,
the monkey?
But with Ryan Quanten, Trisha Helfer, but it takes place back in the Vietnam War, and some troops are sent in to rescue, and I mean primitive war, not primate, primitive.
That's
war.
why I was confused.
Yeah, primitive war. And obviously with primitive they come into some dinosaurs, and that looks pretty badass, so I kind of want to check that one. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you asked what else. Daredevil Born Again season 2. I'm not gonna talk about it, but that's another one I recommend everyone get caught up on that one. I know, GR, you caught up, GR? That's your show, right?
Yeah, man. I got next week off, so I plan to do a lot of
Wait a minute. So now it's me that it's ahead of you guys, because I'm only one episode. I'm just the recent episode behind right now on that and Invincible.
Joe was catching up to me to One Piece. I was sweating. I was like, hold on, I gotta finish this before it shows.
Tell you what, I did catch up to Monarch, and Monarch is just freaking. That show is just amazing. I mean, if you have Apple TV, watch it. It's such a great film. I mean, a series as how they tie the films together with the series. I mean, special CGI is amazing. I mean, it's like you're watching a movie though. But the fact that you still have the Russells,
that's awesome.
I mean, it's a good show. Definitely watch it. I know P-Rockzilla is a big fan of it, and Netflix this Friday is going to be dropping Thrash. So it's going to be covered on Below the Surface, and Lexi will be joining me for that episode.
Yeah.
Shit,
yo.
Wait, when you going to record that? When are you going to record that?
Tuesday coming up. You want to jump in?
Mom, I'll reach out to you about when we're going.
I'm planning on watching that movie. I will watch it either way. The Mummy 4 I'll be waiting for that. Is that still happening with Brendan Fraser? Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Everyone is set to come back. Oh, Rachel Weisz too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everyone.
I know I saw the dude from Spartacus is coming back. I saw that. I forgot his name, but he's great. Hey Albert, are you guys watching
Mr.
the
Wilson.
Yeti? Oh yeah, it's Mr. Wilson.
I haven't heard that one.
I've been seeing promos for that one.
Dude,
that one.
you know what's been happening? What's up, GR? Got you.
No,
what up?
For some reason, I started watching one show because people talked about it. You know, I'm into Norse mythology, so I started watching Vikings. That show is so freaking good.
Adam loved that. Adam watched.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, Adam watched the whole series. Adam,
God.
it was.
I'm on
was
season
one of
2
the,
right now.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to get into that one.
What's his name? Travis Fimmel.
Yeah, he plays Ragnar Lothbrok.
And then something. Damn it.
There's a character in there called
Bloodbig or something like that.
Loki, and reminds me of Rick for some reason. I don't know why.
There's always someone everyone.
Well, and also Primate dropped. I know that you guys didn't go see it in the theater. I went and saw it. Definitely have to check it out. It's available. I don't know. I think it's Paramount or what. I'll damn it. I should have known that.
Oh, I got a quick question because this is something that we talk about when it comes to remakes. Now, word is that they're remaking Paranormal Activity. What's
Why?
your feeling on that? I don't know.
Why?
Right.
There's so many sequels.
And they're making Terrified.
Why? Get out of here. I'm not
Not
even
Terrifier,
bothered.
but Terrified.
I know. I
the-
saw that.
yeah.
Why? Jesus. Listen, the original is fucking perfect the way it is. I don't need an American
Right.
version. I don't need an American actor in there. Stop it. Please stop. Hollywood needs to have their own ideas and stop stealing from the foreign filmmakers
I agree.
because their films are so much more superior.
They're better.
And
They're
I know
better. They make them. They
most would
sanitize it for
agree.
us.
Yes, and then the Americans take it and they gotta completely
Dumb it down.
rehash it, dumb it down, and oh god, just no, please no. Oh, no.
Well, and then before we get into it, because you guys are still into wrestling, they're rebooting American Gladiators.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And there's a bunch of WWE, TNA, right?
No, WWE.
There's
Well, no,
AEW.
there's an AW, and there was whatever what starts with a T.
GR's boy, yo, Wardlow's in it. Yeah,
Wardlow's in there?
it's TNA, Joe. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah.
Camille, right? I think she's still in there.
Camille and Wardlow from AEW are both in it. And the Miz is hosting.
And the Miz, no, the Miz is
No,
one of the.
he's the host. He's not in it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. That's yeah.
Oh.
All right. So yes, let's get into the movie. We're gonna do the time warp back to 2006 for James Cameron. Just kidding. For James Gunn's writing and directorial debut. Up until this point, he had done some writing, but this is the first time that one of the movies he actually wrote and directed. And it stars Nathan Fillion as Chief Bill Party, Elizabeth Banks as Starla, and Michael Rooker as Grant. the two first names.
The man with two first names.
The man with two first names. This movie is, like as Rick was saying in the beginning, this is where you can kind of see the blueprint for James's Gunn's visions and the way he does stuff. From
He's
the
like James
use. Damn it! No, I did say James Gunn.
No, I know, but
right.
it's not even. Never mind.
From the choice of music, from his style of filming, and the movie itself was a block bomb. I mean, it did horrible. It wasn't until James started releasing some other movies that all of a sudden Slither started picking up some traction. Now here we are, 2026, 20 years later, and it is like a cult classic. It's a movie that, for first-time watchers,
I heard some background noise somewhere.
They're not gonna. I don't know if it's a TV in the
someone.
living room.
All right,
I'll check in a second. But if there's a first-time watcher who's gonna love it. Ricky, who I'm gonna slap for keep cutting me off while I'm trying to keep talking.
I
I'm
can
just
hear
fucking
you
with
talking.
you. I know, but fine, but
Someone...
stop. It's probably the TV out there. But yeah, so here we are. I said 20 years later. We're all talking about it. They're gonna be releasing it in the theater tomorrow in some select theaters, and they're gonna be doing a 4K. I think what was it? I think I sent you the picture. What's it called? Like, metal or something.
The remaster, right?
Yeah, but whatever the special casing they put it in, it's going to have like a special steelbook that's going to be released. So while I go lower the volume on the TV in the living room, I thought I must have just left something on. And anyways, I'm going to go Lexi first. Don't worry. I'll still be able to hear you. Let us know your thoughts on the movie.
It's crazy that it's a 2026 film because that's not the era that I felt when watching this film. It felt like an early 90s, maybe late 80s, early 90s film. So I like the ambiance of the film. This film reminded me of so many other films like The Thing, which is JR's shirt. Tremors. What was the other ones I thought of? Oh my goodness, I wrote it down too. But I enjoyed this film. It was quirky. It was grotesque. It was just slimy and gross. And it's like, what the fuck is that thing? And I love that Michael Rooker was in this because as soon as I saw his face, I'm like, Merle from The Walking Dead. I never saw this film. This was my first watch. So when he came in on scene, I thought, oh, cool, the guy from Walking Dead. Oh, wait, no. He's from Slither, and then Walking Dead came after, right? So, what else? Oh, it was just the way the slugs or whatever, the worms or whatever they called it. It just reminded me of like when it was going through the stomach and everything, and in their mouth. It reminded me of arachnophobia as well, with the spiders coming out. It was just it's definitely up there in the weirdo creature feature vibes, and I really enjoyed this film. I love all the characters. Rooker to me was the best because he was this disgusting. He was already like a bad husband. I can see there was tension between husband and wife, and but just the build up to him, like, I'm just gonna go walk in the woods, and then basically cheats on his wife. Not really, but and then he gets stung again through the stomach by this sluggy looking thing. And I like the and the mentioning the cold open where the meteor comes striking down, and so you can tell right away it's going to be like those alien-esque films. So again, like I said, it reminded me of The Thing, Arachnophobia, Tremors. The Fall. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Fall, but it's
yeah. Fall. That was a good movie.
Ooh, yeah, it's a good one. So it's definitely right up there. So for James Gunn, which James Gunn is, I know him from Marvel because again, I'm from the '90s, so I watch from the '90s and forward. And so for the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy to be a director in the director seat, this is cool. I liked his film. And you can definitely see where his thoughts come from, where his inspiration comes from. I enjoyed it. It was the quirkiest, grotesque thing, and the body horror of this film was just fucking awesome. I don't know, like, I'm sure some of it has special effects and stuff, but there was a lot of prosthetic from what I read involved in this film. So whoever the makeup artist of this was just fucking awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed it for our first watch.
Ricky, you don't know who the makeup artist was?
I believe it was KMB.
KMB?
I can tell right now. I believe so. I'm checking. I got it up.
Well, and because Gunn was still trying to go for a trauma feel, which is like Larry Kaufman actually has a little part in this movie who does trauma productions. So I would imagine a lot of it was probably just regular special effects, not too much CGI.
Right. But you can't, you really can't tell. They did a great job masking that. It was just, and you can see the slime and it was just, and then, Brenda. Oh, that poor thing. I thought Willy Wonka of the Chocolate Factory when I saw that part. The blueberry girl. I just like that poor thing. She was a skinny, skinny thing, and she just became this massive, like, 1,000-pound person. Just like
so
and when it kept shaking, and I'm so hungry. And then she was shaking. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna blow. She's gonna blow. And then it all went down from there. I'm like, oh my lord. Yeah, this was a fun film to watch.
All right, JR.
Actually, let Rick go first. I know he wants to talk about that cold open. I don't know what he wants to compare it to.
No, go ahead.
Right. So we haven't heard your voice in a while, so let's hear your voice, man.
I mean, the ironic thing in this film is wearing this thing shirt is the fact that the mayor was called Jack McReady, which R.J. McReady was the name of Kurt Russell's character in the thing. So that was a pretty good twist. This movie is a fun watch. Like with the beginning, with the meteor, the first thing I thought about was Night of the Creeps because it's very similar. It is basically.
I figured that's what you're hinting at.
So it is Night of the Creeps. It is with the slugs.
Yeah.
There was controversy over that.
You could tell that there was, Night of the Creeps came out, 85 around that, 86 around that time. So it is gonna be.
There was controversy, really.
As far as connection to it,
It's weird because this movie is it's a homage to all those B sci-fi.
That's why.
So why would anyone have a problem with that?
You have two people or two groups. The ones that are saying, "Oh, they ripped off," or the ones that are gonna recognize that this is somebody who loves horror. And
absolutely,
as you said, you said it already. He put in the thing with McReady on there and when he's driving by and you see the name, it's on the building, and it's an homage. When other people do it, it's like, oh, that's cool, but then you get somebody else and they're like, oh yeah, no, he was ripping it off. No, man, it was an homage.
Rob Zombie was in the film. That's pretty cool too.
He was the voice.
He was the voice of Dr. Carl. I haven't seen Gray in years. This movie, you have to watch this movie with the idea that it's a comedy. It is a comedy. Like you guys talk about that scene with Brenda. He walks in and goes, "Oh, Brenda's so what's going on?" You had Bill Party and Nathan Fillion's character it's hysterical because it's James Gunn. James Gunn is all about taking certain humor in certain moments in every film he does. Every film he has humor in it. That's what he does. So I like the fact that you had the humor in this. I like the fact that if like Priscilla's watching and she's like, are they really that stupid? I said, it's by design. It's a small town in the middle of nowhere and stuff. So the reactions are going to be like
they're not supposed to be heroes. They're supposed to have like genuine like what the fuck kind of reactions. I think that's what they're going for.
Adam was doing a lot of shoot. Why aren't they shooting?
Speaking of Adam, I got you.
Do you want to read it?
No, JR, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, even like the reactions. Let's be honest. If you walk into a house and there's a guy with a tentacle arm, and all of a sudden he runs out, your reaction is going to be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
The whole squid talk was hilarious.
And the fact that they put squids on the board where they're mapping out
Yeah.
where he's going.
The stickers. Yeah.
They even had the plushie. Like,
Yeah.
Then you had Shelby, who's basically Pam from The Office, you know. So yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, her part was so small. It was mostly the voice until you finally see
But
her.
ironically, she played the same thing. She played the secretary.
she wasn't supposed to be in that role. It was someone else who decided to like, I got another part. I don't want to do this anymore. And Gunn just let him go, and he's gender swapped the character. And because she was already in The Office, fuck it, he gave her more lines, and there you go.
Well, go ahead and hit up the comments so that we get a little bit too behind on him.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Yeah, then you had Elizabeth Banks' character, which was pretty cool.
I was surprised how much of the movie I remembered, considering I don't remember watching it before. It's ridiculously fabulous. Ridiculously fabulous. Good way.
That's a good way of
I like
putting it.
that, yeah. Mama Rose, this movie sounds familiar. Is it a remake? No, it's an original film, but it has elements like I just mentioned
Yeah.
of tons and tons of other like schlock movies of the past. This movie is pretty much a trauma film on a budget. On a big budget, rather. Bigger budget. Hello, Four Corners. Hey, Selena.
Hi.
How you doing, Selena V? I missed out on this one. Okay, no worries. We can still listen. Spoilers.
He
though.
owns a copy. Don't worry. He'll make you watch it.
P Rockzilla,
Hey.
yo, full house today.
P-Rock.
Dale. Yo, what up, P Rock? How you doing, bro? Hit that like,
Yeah, that's true. Everyone
Yeah,
who's watching,
thank you.
hit that like. Well, it's funny because with Detective Bill, I mean Chief Bill, I'd actually seen him for years acting in other stuff, and and then I totally. It'd been a bit since I watched this one, to be honest with you. At least I would say more than 10 years, truly. And when I saw him, I'm like, dude, TDK. I'm like, so this is where when Gunn was doing the Suicide Squad, he's like, hey Nathan, I got a character for you. I'm like, that's what I love is
he
that
put
you
him
see...
in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Was he?
Yes, he was one of the aliens.
Mhm.
So was Henry Gary. Oh Jesus Christ! But the guy who plays the mayor.
The mayor. Yeah, the mayor.
He was the grandpa in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
and he's in multiple other James Gunn's projects as well. So yeah, he's got his basic guy.
Yeah, I mean that's what I like because when
Yeah.
you see, and it's just 20 years ago, and you have seen these people, Michael Rooker. I mean, come on, you guys, as she
Joe.
said, you have with Guardians of the Galaxy. These
Yeah.
people have been through all these movies, and that's what I like is that James Gunn from here. This is where you can see that all his career has gone out with it, and how he's
Mhm.
made characters, and these people have been there from him to the beginning. And it's just kind of awesome to go back and see a movie 20 years ago where you're like, oh shit. So he did, and you do these connections and you see they're like
Yeah.
this little horror family, basically. Well, horror.
That was my reality. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was thinking back.
I was gonna say this movie it's a Canadian film. It was filmed in Canada, I believe. So when you filmed it, you have to have a certain amount of Canadian actors, minus the the lead roles, but it's got to be a certain amount you have to in order to be allowed to film there. And that's how Nathan got the job, though. He's Canadian, Joe. So that's how he got the role. So I
well,
thought
there
of
you go.
you, Canada.
Well, thank you for that fun fact. All right, well, Rick, go ahead. Let us
Yeah,
know
I
what
love
you-
this movie, bro. This movie I've seen it so many times, and yes, I mean, James Gunn, he goes back to trauma. He was a production assistant for Lloyd Kaufman on like many films, Romeo and Juliet, for example. So and like you said, Joe, he put Lloyd Kaufman in this movie. Lloyd Kaufman was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's in like almost everything he does, and like some cameo somewhere. And this is a love letter to those type of films. It's outrageous. It's disgusting. It's funny. It's supposed to be campy, but it's fun. It's weird because James Gunn never really he didn't want to make a comedy. He wanted to make a horror film that was funny, but he didn't want to make it like a comedy. He wanted the reactions to be like
Genuine.
yeah, like I say, genuine. So you're gonna be questioning like, what the fuck? But I mean, the mayor character. Oh my god, what was his name again? Jack, right? Jack McCready.
Burton.
Jack Burton is another John Carpenter character that was played by Kurt Russell. So he took both names from McCready from The Thing, and he took Jack Burton and made Jack McCready, which is so funny. But yeah, we talked about like JR had mentioned Night of the Creeps. If you look around, look at there is like Frank Henenlotter also has he has a lodge named after him. When you see the deer party they were having, you see Frank Hellenatter's name right there. Dude, so he has it's a love letter to so many of his favorite horror and sci-fi filmmakers growing up. So I can't believe when I find out that someone got upset because they kind of took homage to Night of the Creeps, and especially with the slugs. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And I didn't realize, because I watched the DVD yesterday for a refresher, and I had the subtitles turned on. I don't know when is the last time I did that for a DVD, but those are made specifically by the filmmakers for the film. And I never realized, Joe, this is also considered not only body horror, but it's also a zombie film because all the.
I was thinking of Brains and Brews.
I was like, oh god, we never thought
it's a
about
Brains
doing
and
this
Brews
for
moment.
Brains and Brews, bro. Because they're called everything says zombies panting, zombies wailing, zombies running, and always. So I was like, oh shit. So that's a pretty cool touch. Yeah, it's just this movie's so fucking funny. Like the old guy, one of the deputies or whatever he was, when he saw like the Grant monster, slithering his way into the field when he slaughtered that cow. He's like, looks like something that fell off my dick during the war.
Yeah,
the Vietnam War.
Yeah, dude, so, I mean, I could quote this movie like it's so funny.
The mayor wants his Mr. Pibb.
Oh my god, that scene was hilarious. He was talking about all this.
I loved the mayor. He was funny, annoyingly funny.
He was great. He's a great
You knew how he was going to be when he was behind the big truck, and he's honking. Would he say, "Get the fuck out of the way" or something like that? And then he turns his head, and there's the lady. She's like, "Hi, good morning, Mr. Mayor," where her daughter
he said cocksucker or something.
I was just gonna say that shit too. He loves the word cocksucker. I love that word too. Every time I hear the word cocksucker, I always fucking laugh. Call me juvenile. I don't care.
What about when he got rescued? He goes, "I told your secretary to put Mr. Pibb in Mr. Pibb." So I was like, "What's Mr. Pibb?" Coke. Yeah, he wanted cocaine.
Go back and watch that scene, right? Yeah, go back and watch that scene when he's hollering about that. When it's cutting between the characters while he's doing that little outburst. Look at Elizabeth Banks' character, Starla. Look at her. JR would know in wrestling it's called corpsing. When you almost break down laughing like out of character. She legit laughs and she's dying to like, oh my god, I can't hold it in. And they left that in the film. He was so funny. This character was so great. He makes this movie for me, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, and I mean, again, it'd been a while. It sucks that I don't have a copy. You call me out on it. You're like, I can't believe you don't have a copy.
Can't believe that one.
And again, it's weird because it's not one. I don't know. I had to rent it. It's not available anywhere to stream. You can't even find it on YouTube. You can find it in little snippets and put the movie together, but you just couldn't, unless that was by chance. We just ended up, because again, we're doing a retro review around its anniversary.
Maybe you're onto something.
You've got the release of the 4K. They don't want you to go ahead and see it for free. You either rent it or buy it. And if honestly, I wish they.
And it's funny because it was on Tubi. It was on Tubi like a year ago. Because I scroll a lot and I've always seen the picture of the lady in the bathtub, so I'm just like, I always scrolled by it, so it was on Tubi.
The scene when the mayor is when he said it was Lyme disease or some shit like that. Like what? He's like, you probably was fucking around with like deer shit. And you didn't wash your hands and you made a sandwich. You got Lyme disease.
I mean, hey, I've had lots.
And that joke actually becomes full circle when the deer is attacking the police officer.
Oh, I hate it. That's the one scene I don't like. It's crazy. I never liked it, and I come to realize later that James Gunn hated that scene. It just looked awful. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Well, and I wish, because considering that they were going to be releasing the 4K version, that the rental would have been the 4K version.
I think you're right, though, Joe. Yeah, that's why.
It would have been. That's what I think. I think just because. And again, it's releasing in the theater tomorrow. Select theaters. It's not anywhere near me.
It's money grab time.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna hate him on it.
It was worth it. It was worth my dollars.
Yeah, it was worth it. And I luckily I went through Fandango. I am not. We're not. What do you call that?
Pirates?
They're not our sponsors. But I will say with Fandango, like when you rent a movie, you get it for a month. So I get to watch this again. So I'm kind of looking forward to watching it, just by myself. Adam, I love you, but I kind of like not people talking when I'm watching a movie. But I mean, I forgot just how funny this movie was, and I had messaged you after I was done. I forgot how stupid, but stupid. I'm not using stupid as a negative. I'm using stupid as a positive of how stupid and funny and ridiculous it was. All the actresses, Adam actually told me a little that he knew something I didn't know. This was Elizabeth Banks' first movie.
Really? This one?
Yes. And because I guess she's got a series that dropped on Peacock's, the Miniature Wife, which is basically it's basically the Incredible Shrinking Woman, but done as a series. But she was promoting that, and somebody had brought up that Slither is turning 20, and she said, yes, that was my and I'm sitting there going, no, so he did like a move. He goes, yep, look. And I'm like, oh shit. Because I love her. She's funny.
Yeah.
She can do drama.
Great.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. What year was Spider-Man? The first one, 2003, wasn't it? GR, you know this. When did
Spider-Man 3 was in 2007.
Because she was in that.
Well, 2007, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2.
No, I'm sorry, Spider-Man 1.
Well, she was Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1. So there you go. She was Betty Brant. Yeah. So
she might have filmed this one first and then done the Betty Brant.
What, they didn't wait like 5 years to release this movie, bro. This was 2006.
I mean, it's what she. Listen, I'm going by what she said and Adam said. Don't quote me.
I'm not.
I have it here. Her first. Well, no, she was 2002 Spider-Man.
That's right. Spider-Man was because that was around.
Who did she play though?
Betty Brant.
Well, that was she. She was. Was she was a backup role, not a major role?
Yeah, minor character.
So, all right. So I guess they might have been discussing that was her first leading role. Was this movie? But yeah, it's when you watch the movie, and they did really good with the acting, because when they talked about how Starla married Grant, because the money and all this, and when he's trying to have sex with her, and she's like, and you're like, it looks so real. It looks like she is legit. Like, and she's like, baby, I can't do a Southern accent good. I'm just not in the mood. There's no on and off. Yeah, he kept on, and I'm like, this is getting icky.
And then the word he kept calling her, like his sweetheart word to her, was sugar plum. And he says that to Andrea in The Walking Dead. And I was like, he uses sugar plum a lot.
He did. Good shout. He did.
Good job.
Yeah.
You know what I really liked about the Grant character though, because that scene they made him seem like he was like, and the way they talked about him prior, he's rich and he got he's like a trophy wife or whatever. No, well, you know what I'm trying to say.
It was trophy wife. I mean, it was basically.
Right. But then they show him trying to push onto her, and she was in the mood. Then he leaves mad. But then he gets drunk. But then when he has a chance to kind of fool around with someone else, he turned it down. Yeah. Very subtle. If you don't, but he turned her down and said no. He didn't just say no, I'm married. He didn't say that. He said she worries about me if I'm out too late. That dialogue was so much better than saying I can't, I'm married. I felt it so much more. I like that.
I also felt that because especially when he was speaking to her once the hive mind started happening, I still think that there was some of the times it was the alien doing the talking, but some of the times it was Grant. Actually,
he loved her.
Yeah, he loved her.
Because
I think
you're right.
I think the alien and Grant personality were going back and forth, and he loved her.
You know what it was? I could explain that, because Grant died the moment he got infected. He died. He's gone. But his personality, though, those traits stays within the alien. So his love for Starla was so strong that the alien kept that part of Grant. So yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so it's like when the alien was in control, every once in a while Grant would come in and he would say all these loving words to her. And then he would go back and forth. So I felt like Grant was
well, think of the very first scene that Grant had with Starla when the alien was in him, is when he walked in the house and saw how beautiful she was in the white gown. And that's where the love effect came.
Well, no.
It triggered the love with the alien.
the alien lost its virginity that night. That's what all that happened. I mean,
That
the
too.
alien,
That
the
too.
alien was in a human body, saw a beautiful woman, because when she said, "Oh, we had a good time last night," he was touching me like he touched
But
me for the
Grant
first
was
time, and
with the
it was.
personality thing. Grant was the alien's probably thinking, "Oh, so we're supposed to love this person. She is fucking beautiful." And
See, I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna say that the alien was wanting to do this, and Grant was probably sitting there going, "Stop touching my wife! Stop touching my wife!"
No,
Because
I disagree with that though, because there's a lot of films like in Significant Others, almost the same thing, where the alien took over the person, cloned the person, but inherited all the feelings and emotions. So the
that's what
alien
I'm
was
trying to
saying,
say.
I love you," and didn't understand why, he was saying, "I love you" to her. So when Grant died, it still was part of Grant basically
Yeah.
went into
no,
the alien. So it's not that the alien kept going with it, because no matter what, for me, this is why I look at it, felt like that was the only way the alien could somewhat adapt. And the fact that that was the strong connection it had, because it could have hurt her anytime it wanted. Even at the end, the only time it hurt her at the end was when she stabbed him. So the whole time, even the hive mentality was, all right, make sure you put her on the bed, take care of her. Make sure you bathe her if anything, wash her up. Oh, by the way, put her in this nice dress and stuff. So I feel like, the alien,
because that's the same dress he fell in love with her.
yeah.
The alien fell in love with her.
All right, well, Lexi,
I'm sorry, go, John.
Lexi, go ahead and give us your score and your last thoughts on the movie.
For me, I'm gonna give it a good 4 out of 5. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely watch it again, like have it in the background. It's definitely this is why I love doing this channel with you guys, because I get introduced to so much new stuff through you guys. So I thought I saw this one. I'll be honest, I thought I saw it years ago, but when I watched it, I'm like, I don't remember a damn thing in this film. Because again, the cover was familiar. I don't know how popular it was when it first came out, but
it was
a
bomb.
I was 16 when it came out, so yeah. I guess I never saw it, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was quirky. I loved how gruesome and grotesque it was. The whether it's special effects or prosthetics, it was great. It was gory. The scenes of all and then it turned into low key brains and bruise vibe, and I was like, I'm all for it. And then the other scene that I want to kind of mention was when he sliced the guy, because they're in the middle of the field, and he sliced the guy in half. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it. Yeah.
His guts spilled.
No, I enjoyed it. It's definitely something I'll watch over and over again.
Damn it. Fucking his entrails came out. You got to see entrails. All right, JR.
So it's funny because that prior to that scene, Wally tells Chief, I don't think the handcuffs are gonna fit. I'm like, you worried about handcuffs? Look at that thing. But yeah, this is a fun film. Even going back to watching it, there were good things about it. Definitely, what I thought Rick was going to talk about a little bit in the beginning was like the cold open kind of reminds you of Sam Raimi, with his Evil Dead film, how he filmed that real quick as soon as the meter landed. You got that quick. That's Sam Raimi right there. I was like, all right, we got Sam Raimi. Then there was only one scene I
didn't catch that. You're right.
Yeah. I picked up on that.
There was that one, and then the one where you see like the X-ray of the body.
Oh, that's cool.
That part was cool. It went to the stem of his brain.
Yeah. GR, if you want to touch upon this too, I love how the Kylie character, when she got the worm in her mouth, and then she was able to see the history of this alien and what it did to other planets. I thought
because she was a good key to figured everything out. Like the one line she had at the very end. Oh, Bill is going to be okay because you have to have both of them to become the worm or something. Both of the tentacles. Squid.
No, and that's been done in a lot of films lately, because of this film, where you get that moment where you have that. Oh, I know what they're doing. I know how to stop them, even though they didn't get to that point. They knew that they had to stop them because that's what they do. They go through each world and basically decimate the world and move on. But there's the characters in the cast are great in this film. All of them, I think, all of them played their part well. I do like Elizabeth Banks' character. and the fact that when she went up to him, when he's basically in the basement, I mean, not in the basement, in the living room, just all, like waiting for her to come and stuff. And it's funny because he's calling her to come down, but then you have, another person, horror, slut. They basically calling her names while he wants her to come down, which is funny. But yeah, the Grant character was good in this character. Nathan Fillion, that the minute I see him, I was like, man, I can't wait for Firefly to come back out. Because it's
hey, that's where he's from.
Yeah. Yes. So they're talking about Firefly coming out, which I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, as far as how much this money made, it only made, I would say, about 20 million on a $15 million budget. So it kind of made its money back a little bit, but it was panned by critics, unfortunately. But yeah, I will give this 4.5. It's still a fun movie to watch, this time. And when you watch this whole cast, you're like, I was like Grant. I was like, damn, this dude's like built, man. Last time you see him,
oh my god!
Yes!
I know what scene you're talking about. Adam and I were like,
that's Michael Rooker.
Fuck?
That's not gonna happen. You used to see them that way.
Did he look like that? Like, holy shit!
That's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. It's funny that you were the one. I didn't bring that up.
I'm sitting there like, this dude's freaking built, man. He's never like this.
Man,
I've never seen him
jacked.
like that. And then another funny thing is like throughout the film is like his Chief's character was like, "What's with the spitting thing? What's with the spitting thing?"
Oh yeah, that was gross.
Well, and the spitting thing made me think of Alien. That's why I put my shirt on. Alien with the acid because it burned through stuff.
It got her. Remember, she goes, "Oh my god, what's going on? It burns! It burned!" Did they see her neck? One of my favorite scenes of the whole movie.
Well, she started bloating, and that's the other part. So it not only burns through you, but while it's burning, it makes you bloat. So it was,
my favorite comedy.
It's just a bee sting.
Yeah. My favorite comedy.
It's just a bee sting. Yeah.
Was when Brenda
was
was
a
like,
bad
hey,
bee sting.
I'm really hungry. Could you just hand me that raccoon right there? Can you hand me that raccoon? And it looks like she's moving forward to it a little bit.
Oh my god! I forgot how many animals were. Oh my god!
I know.
Poor Rick.
This tells you when I was younger, I didn't have those feelings because it never bothered me. Now, as an adult, well, I was an adult back then too. I think I was. Whatever. Yeah, I was. Of course I was. What am I talking about? But yeah. I watching it now. I'm like, oh, I forgot how much fucking animals were harmed.
Yeah. And he labeled them coyotes, and there were signs everywhere in the basement. So organized.
Yeah.
Hey, 4.5.
Yep.
4.5. All right, Rick, you want to hit up the comments before you go?
Yep. All right. Oh shit, I had them right here. Yeah, that's let me go back to this one though. Small town folk named their daughter Starlight. Yeah, of course, man. That's how they roll over there. What was it? Weasley? Wheelsy. What's the state though? What's the state?
Oh shit,
dude. You know what I just realized though? Did this alien wipe out the entire fucking
town?
The whole town died.
Yeah.
Except 3 people.
P. Rockzilla.
South Carolina.
Okay. I knew it was the South. Is this the original? If not, what year was the original? I love that movie. Yeah, this is the original, 2006. This is a 20-year anniversary. But yeah, there is no other. I'm surprised they never remade this one. And please don't. Mama Rose, I think I have it in my DVD collection. It just sounds so familiar to me. I may have seen it years ago, and my old butt just forgot.
It's familiar because there's so much inspiration. The Thing, Tremors, The Thaw. What was the other one I mentioned? Arachnophobia.
If your mom liked horror, she would have at some point seen Night of the Creeps.
Yeah.
So
real quick, you got your favorite Jack McGrady line. Ready? When he's in the back of the car, he goes, "If I weren't about to shit my pants, I'll be fucking fascinated."
I'll be fucking fascinated. He's the best. Yeah, this movie is fucking great. And another homage too. I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. Though. Predator was also in here. When they were getting geared up, they had their own style, the same exact Predator music. Of course they tweaked it a bit so they don't get sued, but it was the same exact. When they're gearing up and they show the grenade. By the way, the grenade, Joe and JR, Chekhov's gun. Mm-hmm. When they mentioned no, we don't need that grenade. You knew they were gonna need it sometime.
Yes, and it's funny that you said that because as soon as I saw it, I went Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. And also when they showed the alien when Grant first sees it, like it's like kind of like sludging itself away. Then he gets close. And by the way, who would get that close to something like that and
Country
stare
folk.
at it like this?
Country folk, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had the sound cues from the Predator were also in there as well. Yeah, this movie was great. It's a 4.5 for me. Unfortunately, when you watch it back, though, some of the CGI elements, it has to be the CGI too, because all the practical makeup is great, especially on the Grant monster specifically. But yeah, the CGI stuff, like with some of the worms and stuff, it don't age well, unfortunately. But it's forgivable for the time. It doesn't really harm it, but that's the only negative I could find in this movie. This movie is so much fun from beginning to end, and watching it back, the beginning of the movie when they show all the town folks, all the various characters, the priest, for example, the karaoke lady, they all come back later. You see them all as zombies, and I just watching it when I watched it last night, I noticed this for the first time and this is a James Gunn special too. When Grant was the monster at the end, and everyone's walking towards them and kind of combining and merging into the monster itself. One of those monsters that was there, attached to Grant was Sean Gunn, his brother. He puts his brother in everything. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
I was like,
damn.
oh my god! Because now that I know, oh, that's Sean Gunn. From the very beginning, he threw that motherfucker in this movie. But yeah, this was great, man. Again, it's another homage. Lexi, I can't believe you didn't bring this up. Nightmare on Elm Street with the bathtub scene. That was a legit rip on a Nightmare on Elm Street. So that
you know what other film it kind of reminds me of? Chud. The one you guys introduced to me a couple years back.
Cannibalistic Human Underground.
Yes, I love that movie.
But
yeah,
funny.
Grant's face reminded me of Basket Case.
Basket Case. Yeah.
By the way, yes, I mentioned Frank Hanalauder before. Yes,
he just damn it literally because you said I'm like son of a bitch. These motherfuckers are gonna mention Basket Case. I thought you were gonna say it first when you said Frank.
But GR's right. I said Frank Hanalauder because of the lodge scene, his name. But now that GR said that, I can see it. I can see it. But it's a 4.5, man, for me.
I mean, so I'm also
highly
4.5.
recommended.
I'm also 4.5. It's again, as you said, it's fun. It's a slimy good time. What I do love though is that you remember the cover. Everybody sees the cover, and the cover shows her in the bathtub with 100 slugs. And that scene actually doesn't happen in the movie. It's only really one slug.
No, it doesn't.
One slug, yeah.
It's one slug.
It's just it was to basically give the clue of it's taken over her house, not even the tub.
Joe,
and I loved because when I'm sitting there going, because I'm going, it's been so long, and I'm watching it, I'm like, I knew that there wasn't a whole bunch of slugs that were going to swarm her. It was just going to be the one. So when the scene played out, I think the dad in the family has been also in a bunch of things too. Like a lot of the. I'm not gonna look it up right now.
Oh no, I don't know.
But yeah, but some of them have been in a lot of movies, and I mean, if you have not seen this movie, you're missing out. And again, if you're James,
did you guys feel like it was 2006? I felt like
you saw that face, right?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, but I felt like it didn't take place in 2006, and I think I mentioned that when you had walked away earlier. It felt like it was early 90s or late 80s. That's what I felt watching the film.
Just remember that some areas in the United States that are kind of country, as this was, are still a little bit more on the behind, even with the current times. You can find little towns now.
They mentioned Pokemon.
But did it feel 2006 to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Because they mentioned Pokemon.
They did. That gave it away right there.
So let me say, if I can get my thought back again, since I got interrupted by Lexi here. I'm just fucking with you, Lexi. No, if you have not checked this out, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially as a James Gunn fan. Because this is kind of the blueprint. This is, and I love that it's a horror movie. It's not a superhero movie. It's not some action movie. Yes, this has action, but it's a horror movie that is the blueprint. because he loves the grossness, and I'm here for it. So yeah, it's a 4.5 for me. As I said earlier, it's not available to stream anywhere for free. You're gonna have to rent it. If you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie yet, go find out where it's playing tomorrow in your local theaters so you can rent it. I mean, go watch it in the movie theater. But before we go, though,
But I got a question for you, Joe.
I have a question too. Okay, we might all have the same question here, but
Oh, go ahead, JR.
Y'all missed the other homage.
Who?
The Shining twins.
The twins.
The two girls.
Oh, the two girls, the sisters.
Were
The
they
sisters.
twins? Were they twins?
They. I don't know if they were twins.
They look like twins. They look around the same age. Share the same bed. They had almost the same dress. A little
They
bit
were
whenever
reading
dressed.
Goosebumps too.
They were both reading Goosebump
And
books.
what were you gonna ask, Rick?
Is this movie phallic? Would you consider it
Very phallic.
I gotta ask
Very
you, Joe.
phallic.
Come on.
It's very phallic. I mean, nobody would want that thing going in their mouth.
By the way, that's the
Nobody
reason
would
why.
want
That's,
that deep throat.
that's the reason why, though. If you notice, the only time they didn't show the worms entering through the orifice or orifice, right? Orifice was
the way it was
because
gonna look.
the kids, it won't look right, which was a very smart decision, by the way.
Well, so
Right.
in the post-credit scene, the alien is still alive and basically infects the cat.
I didn't see
I know-
that. There's a post-credit scene in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you own a copy?
Bro, this is 2006. They didn't do post-credit scenes like now.
I think it was there because literally, and I remember it because it's one of the things I remember is
Well,
that the
It infects the
alien
cat? No, I'm good. I don't
infects
wanna
the
see it.
cat.
I don't wanna see
So it's been 20 years. You said, Rick, you don't want to see a remake of this because they left it open-ended with the alien infecting a cat. Would you want a sequel? Like, would you want James Gunn to
Okay, all right.
make
There you
make James Gunn to be the writer and director and bring back Starla, Party, like some of the
All right,
characters?
that's a good question.
Do you,
That's a good
because
question.
it left it open-ended, and I can't,
So-
dude, I can't believe you didn't know there was a. But
Oh,
yes,
I swear to you, I never seen. I've always
Yeah.
turned it off.
oh, yeah, all the way at the end, you see the basic, and
Um,
what I think it was Grant's brain, what was left of his brain, and the alien that was in him, because then it looked like a brain, because then the front opens up and the thing comes
I've
out.
never seen that in my life.
Oh,
bro.
After we're done, go check it out. But yeah, I'll actually,
um,
you started talking. I'll go to you. I know
so
it sounded a little rude, but I'll go to you first.
No, I would say, all right, the only way I would want a sequel to this, if it is James Gunn who gets to write it and direct it, and he gets free reign. No one telling him take this out, no one telling him what to do. Essentially, I want it to be a 100% James Gunn film, and it's difficult because you can't get away with a lot of that stuff now. Like there's one scene in here I couldn't believe when Grant is getting kind of tipsy at the bar, and then the Brenda character comes up to him, and she's like,
The conversation.
I had a crush on you since I was a kid," and he was like, "You were like 10," and he's like, and she responds, "Well, I was game." Like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
They
I
would
mean,
get
but
crucified for something like that now.
I
I'm not
also think
saying
he was.
you're- I'm
I
not-
also think he was making fun of small
Yeah,
town.
and it's Southerners. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah,
But
that was a.
But mind you, a movie like this doesn't need that to be. I don't like shit like that. I don't think anyone does. But what I'm trying to
Right.
say is that's just an example of I don't want people going in and saying, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." So if he gets free reign to do whatever he wants on a big budget, and no CGI, please. If it practical, you keep it practical as much as possible. I get it with the slugs. We don't need to see all that again. If they could somehow delete all that and bring something fresh and original, is the only way out. I don't want the same thing. If they come out with something new, but continuing the story somehow, maybe. But it has to be James Gunn doing all the heavy work on it with
Yeah.
creative control, 100%. That's the only way I would want a sequel. So,
All right, Lexi.
I say leave it alone. I think it's great the way it is. I did see the ending, the post credit, and I was like, I didn't even think about it. Now that you asked, it does leave it, open ended, but just leave it alone. The way you ended it is perfectly fine. Okay, cool. We got to know he's still alive. That's all I need. I don't need him. But if you're gonna do it, are you gonna bring the same cast back? He's looking for Starla still. Like, what are you gonna do with it? What's the story? Like, what can you do with it?
Actually, because it was still his brain.
It's him, yeah. So
Right,
he would be
exactly.
looking for Starla.
Yeah.
He would be,
Oh, see.
So
you just finished helping make the connection for the.
Yeah. So do I? If it were to happen, yes, I'd watch it just because I'm nosy and I want to know what happens next. But I just leave it alone. I like it the way it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. Leave it alone. But if they do it, what I'm saying is it has to be James Gunn. That's what I don't want to see a
100%.
sequel. I don't. But if they do it, it has to be Gunn. It has to be.
Yeah, 100%.
JR.
So ironically, in Night of the Creeps, the last remaining infected was a dog at the end. And then
Still an homage.
And the detective blew up, and then basically all the slugs went into the cemetery.
I gotta see that again. That's been
Cemetery.
That's the one with Tom
Night of the
Atkins
Creeps.
when he's like,
Yes.
"Thrill me, right? Thrill me." Yeah.
Honestly, I would leave
Classic.
it alone. I would
Yeah.
leave it alone because there's no guarantee that even if James Gunn comes back, there's no guarantee that it's gonna be as good as the first one. There's never a guarantee with a sequel, So for me, I would just leave it alone because it's still one of his first films that he did where it helped him build. So do you really want to go back and add to a film that helped you become who you are now? And I think that's almost like taints you as a director. You just leave it alone. If anything, he could just go a whole different direction. If you're going to go that route again, just do something different horror-wise because
I agree.
You
with
just
that.
don't want to taint that. Leave it
I'd rather something new.
Yeah,
you're right, JR.
Here's the problem: if you bring back the same characters, are you really going to make them that memorable as the first film? And if you don't, you just kind of ruin the crescendo of how you were.
And they're a lot older
This
now
is why.
too.
This is why I asked the question.
They
by
won't
the
look
way.
the same. They're gonna be
No,
a
they
lot
won't
older.
look
Wait,
the
how much
same
time
and-
passed?
Yeah, this is why I asked the question. I mean, like,
This guy's Guy
It's a lot of
Gardner
valid
now.
points.
So
Yeah, you got
Well-
Garner. I mean.
Well,
Unless-
if they did go that route, when they
you
kept
just gave me the
same
other
characters,
connection.
you didn't know
Sorry,
he's got
Lexi.
Garner?
No, I know he is, but
forgot, you
James Gunn. Yes. When
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying
course.
how James Gunn brings somebody
Go ahead.
back, that like.
By the way,
is the
speaking
love
of-
for Starla, right? And now, because remember throughout the movie, he was saying, you whore, because there were times where he was angry at her, and so he's calling her all these fucking names.
But
Yeah.
she
And
helped
he
kill
can
him.
come back 20 years later and be like, wow, you had a family. What happened to marriage? I thought it was bondage. Da, da, da. I don't know. Because that
Marriage
was
is a
their
sacred
fight
bond.
in the movie,
But
too.
remember, their
Our
love
sacred
ended.
bond.
Their love ended the minute she
He's
stabbed
come
him.
back to
Yeah,
haunt
that's
her.
true. Yeah,
Their love
Well,
ended the minute she stabbed him.
I do love when she ended up killing that one guy, and they're all sitting there looking, and the mayor, what did he say? That's a bad bitch.
She's hardcore.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
hardcore.
he
Yeah,
did.
I did love
That was from the trailer, I think. That's part of the
Um,
marketing. Damn, she's
well,
hardcore.
Before I say my part, our mom jumped in, so you might as well put her comment up.
I don't see no comment.
Frida?
Is it? It didn't pop up for us. Oh, I
That's
didn't
it.
get no notification on my bad.
No.
All right, Frida. Hello and good evening, my sons. I saw a small cut of the new movie, The Mummy. I remember we all saw the original, but this new one freaked me the hell out. I quickly switched the channel. It's really scary. Which
We're gonna
one
be
is
talking
that?
about it, Mom. The
Love you,
Mummy.
my sons. Miss you bunches. We love you too, Frida. We
Love
love
you
you
too.
too.
Ricky, we're gonna have to get either your mom or your dad to jump on here because right now
Ah.
we got Mama Rose, we got Frida, so we
Yeah, but your parents are your parents are cool. My they're in their twilight years. They don't know how to use technology. So
So for me, like it's weird because I'm in between all you guys on the same thing. I
Yeah.
love the movie as it is, and the thing is because it was left open ended. I'm a completionist. I wanted to know more. So at this point, because you left it open that there's a possibility this can continue, now I want to see more. But that's why I said if it's going to happen, James Gunn has to be involved. It can't be some random director and writer. Like James Gunn has to be the writer and director.
And needs his humor, his
And needs his everything because James Gunn again, the whole movie had the entire touch of his aesthetics, the visuals, the sound, the music, everything.
How about this, Joe? I got this is perfect for you. Whoever thought that anyone else, and GR, this is for you too. What the fuck is
What
that?
is that?
You hear that shit?
Yeah, I hear that.
No idea. I
It
don't even
sounded
hear
like
anything.
it sounded like a phone vibrating.
Anyway,
Right.
who
I didn't
would
hear
have
anything.
thought, right, that anyone else could do an Evil Dead film other than Sam fucking Raimi, right? But then here comes Evil Dead 2013 and Fede Alvarez
I mean, yes,
knocks it out of the park. So what if if they tell you, Joe, a new up and coming young hungry horror director wants to take Slither and make it and keep the same feel of it, the same tone, but make it their own? I would be open to that because
it would depend on who this new up and comer is.
But this is what I mean. I don't want like a guy now doing it, but I'm just saying, what would you? All right, so that's your answer. It depends, but you don't know. It's a new guy. They're new. You don't know anything about them.
Well, then no. If it's a brand new one, somebody who
But
hasn't
remember,
even
Evil
done
Dead, the guy with Fede was young.
no,
and
I know,
no
I
one
know.
knew him either.
I got somebody.
Well, no,
to do it. I just looked
Fede-
it up real quick.
All right,
The director of Totally Killer.
totally. Wait, we saw that movie, right?
Y'all hear
What
that?
is
I
that?
think we're
Who's-
getting
whose
abducted, bro.
vibrator
Let's
is
go,
going
man.
off?
Let's go, Joe. Take us home, bro. I'm getting
So-
scared. I'm getting scared.
So next week we're doing another retro review. I don't know. We haven't. It's going to be a couple years before we actually close off the trifecta here. We've done Tim Curry's A Rocky Horror Picture Show, but now we're going to do Legend, starring Tim Curry, Tom Cruise, and make sure to check that out. It is a retro review. It's a fantasy horror, but again,
One of the greatest.
one of
villains
Tim
ever.
Curry's best roles, because you cannot have light without darkness. So make sure to check that out. Hit follow. We're going to be doing The Mummy, but there's going to be some other stuff coming up. We have another episode where we're going to be discussing another decade of horror. And with that, Ricky, bring us home.
With that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and keep on trucking, because we are the 3 corners of horror plus Lexi, the 4th corner, adding to this family. So everyone have a great week. Thank you for tuning in. Stay good, stay healthy, watch horror movies, but most of all, stay scared.